Hey guys, this is PrimEvalCIV. Welcome back to episode 14 of my 43 Civ True Start Location game. We're playing on Deity, of course. We are getting ready to capture Dublin. I think it's going to take another round of bombards though. Let's upgrade this guy and bring him somewhere safe. We can get back to our own territory, fine, we'll do that. And let's start the bombards and see how close we are to the full capture. Unfortunately, these hills do get in the way, but the fact that the hills are in the way were not enough to save us when the English came for Dublin. Alright, so we don't have enough to do the capture this turn, but we'll have enough for the next turn. Which means we'll bring all of these guys back to heal up. And we can just leave that privateer there. Meanwhile, these guys can sail around to here. Deal damage to these embarked units. Gain some experience for ourselves. And we're getting closer to positive gold per turn. Everyone's healed up. If I can somehow, maybe when my own open borders deal expires, we're selling him open borders for gold per turn, but we don't have any gold per turn on hand ourselves to reciprocate. Okay, let's keep an eye on this, and we'll see if we can get the auto pillage off during the next turn transition. Okay, these guys have to wait here until we can get open borders with Denmark, and we'll sweep down over this way. We should also bring our privateer down, since we're about to run into some more of Elizabeth's navy and potentially capture some more of her ship of the lines. Heal here, and we'll wait there. But we may as well heal up to full strength. Alright, so next turn, and we'll keep an eye on this. Plunder route, we must be at war. Alright, let's see if we can get the auto plunder off. So we're sitting, I think we're sitting right on top of the English trade route here, but there was no auto pillage. So there's definitely auto pillaging for land routes, but maybe they removed auto pillaging for naval routes? Or we've run into some sort of a mild glitch. Alright, so Ethiopia wants us to join a war against Askia here. We're not interested in that. Daniel 4165 asks if the Deity usually gets space victory at turn 270. Yeah, they definitely do around that window, so we only have 100 turns before we need to win this game ourselves, and that means we're definitely not going to be able to do that militarily, so we're going to have to do our best to try to get our own space victory before then. So we are on top of a Danish cargo ship, but there was also an English cargo ship coming through this way too. At least it looked sort of reddish to me. So when the turn's over, we'll see if we can get the pillage off and if there is indeed a English cargo ship here. I suppose it could have been Danish this whole time, and my color differentiation skills are just not doing too well right now. No more open borders. How about a straight swap of open borders? Excellent. Okay, wait, no, that's definitely an English cargo ship. There was no auto pillaging, which means there might also be a English naval route going through this way that we need to auto pillage as well. I don't remember if we grabbed that. Alright, so let's hunt down that English trade vessel. And wait, what? There are English cargo ships here. We are at war with It's 2 English cargo ships, according to this tooltip. We are still at war with England. Why can't I plunder this? How confusing. And unfortunate. Yeah. 2 English cargo ships and a Swedish cargo ship. Is it because the Swedish cargo ship is somehow protecting the English cargo ships? Well, that's a frustrating interface issue. Alright, there is a ship of the line we can capture here. Or we could just take Dublin. Taking Dublin might be the better option. Let's see. Let's start switching over to land targeting. And did any of my ships get a range promotion? That guy should heal there. The fastest way around to Dublin is going to be over this way, it seems. And while that ship of the line is here, is that blocking my ability to capture Dublin? It isn't. So we'll leave that ship of the line there for now. Now we can move this guy off. For the safe capture, this shouldn't make us unhappy. But just in case it does, let's get our other bombards off before we go into any unhappiness that might reduce our combat strength. One, two, three, four, five, six. Dropping in here would let us be bombarded by York, but it would guarantee the kill on that ship of the line. Let's kill the ship of the line. And then we'll capture Dublin. We are slightly unhappy now. Let's have a quick peek at York, or I guess we can just park there. Heal up here, and heal here. Okay, so I guess we will just have to wait here. If there are 2 English trade vessels, I don't know. Looks like they move 4 at a time, or is that just 2? No, they just move 2, so we will probably still be overlapping with both an English route and a Swedish route. Well, we'll see if we can get a pillage off next turn. And now that we have open borders again, let's get these guys into our territory. Shaka's got a nice little coffee plantation here, coffee and tea. So we did lose a frigate there to the city bombard and possibly some sort of a unit within York. Alright, we're gonna hang on to that iron. No thanks. But now we've got 7 iron and enough gold to upgrade no one. But if we could get the pillages off... Oh, really, William? Alright, so over here it's just the one English cargo ship. So we should be able to pillage that. But unfortunately this guy's going to escape. So, when Brave New World was first released, you could pillage a naval trade route by going anywhere on the route. You didn't have to find the ship itself to pillage it. And that was super convenient, but it made these naval trade routes especially vulnerable. Yes, and Cameron was paying more attention to the pop-ups. Our frigate was killed by the city bombard and 2 longbows. Keep on letting Attila pay us for open borders, that'll be fine. And, nope, we mean no harm, we're just moving through the area. He's afraid of our 4 Gallius, apparently. Meanwhile, Cologne is not really standing up too well against Harold's army. Alright, so am I able to pillage this route when the ship itself is not stacked? Yes, I can. So we've plundered that, which is good. Now, we might need to go and denounce the Netherlands just so we can pillage this and so we don't have to sail around the cities there. But what's over here? That's a Danish ship. Okay. Get over here, keep our eyes out for any other English naval routes that we may have missed. And there's a worker here, which we can shoot. I guess we'll just leave him where he is. Or not. Okay. Privateer will fortify heal. This worker doesn't really have anything to do. No tiles that need to be improved. I suppose we could hop over to this forest, do some spotting, and maybe chop the forest and set it up to be a mine or something else. This guy can be upgraded, and should be. We'll take naval targeting here, and move the rest of these units in to deal damage before these guys land. Right, so after this privateer, we're going to want to get our cargo ships back up. That's 2 cargo ships there. No open borders here. No positive gold return. And choosing production over in Dublin, we're going to want definitely a workboat. That's 4 turns. I'm not going to have the money to rush by that, so we'll just manual build. And what are my citizens here doing? Since we are unhappy, we're fine with that tile setup. Alright, It Games is worried that we're losing too much science and the war is taking too long. I think we're going to be at war for the next little while, but we do want to get our science up. It's true. Being at war is putting a slight drain on our science because we're having to field and pay for all these units, but we can't, well, we could. We could play the diplomatic game and stay peaceful and have almost no army. But I think we're going to need this army to poke around at some of our peskier neighbors here. War with Germany. No thanks. We're gonna side with Germany on this one, or at the very least we're gonna side against the Netherlands. Just because that'll be an easy capture. And Call Me Happy is saying, just defeating the English will be enough of a victory. So that we can do. Whether we can get to space before anyone else on this huge planet is another question altogether. Someone lost their capital. We can check that for you, Cameron, as soon as the turn rolls over. And we can see how many civs have lost their capitals at this stage. Our declaration of friendship with Spain has expired. A promotion on our freshly trained privateer. So you're going to have to sail all the way around. Seems so. I really want to get open borders or just declare war against William here. Right, we've got all these ships coming in. We need some more gold. We've got enough gold to upgrade one of these guys to a frigate. Okay, do we have gold to pay Shaka for open borders? We do not, so I guess we'll just have to delete this guy. He's done all the exploring he can without paying anyone for open borders. Let's grab boarding party 2. And now for Nottingham. Well, these guys will take care of the embarked English fleet. Not quite a kill there, but the rest of these guys can start knocking down Nottingham. It looks safe enough. Lots of barbarians here. It's going to be hard to meet the rest of the North American civs. I guess we're going to have to embark again and maybe just follow this American trireme. Alright, I think I've had enough of William here. Denounced by Germany. Let's denounce them. Wait, well, before we go into that, let's see who they're friends with. Global politics, Netherlands. Friends with England, Spain, Carthage, Polynesia, Morocco, Assyria. We also see some Spanish prophets trying to spread Catholicism. Alright, yeah, they're not going to give us open borders, are they? We'll denounce them and declare war next turn. Which means this privateer doesn't need to sail around quite so far. We'll just park him here for now. And that'll be fine. We got ourselves another great admiral, that's excellent. Germany's pleased that we've denounced the Netherlands, but they'll probably be the only civ that's pleased with that. Oh yeah, and we did want to test out, there was a suggestion on the YouTube channel that doing the turn transitions in strategic mode would speed that along. So we'll go and test that over the next turn. Ooh, we almost lost that ship of the line. No, but if you really want to, you can pay me for that embassy. China's not interested in paying us for open borders anymore. That's fine. S General and Varfur X, welcome to the stream. Why do I have such low pop and so many frigates? That's just the way this game's going. It games worries that if I declare war on Amsterdam, taking London will be difficult. That's true. There will be city bombards from Amsterdam as I try to sneak in. That's a very good point. Maybe we won't declare war on them until we've dealt with England. But we do have a text deal. We're currently researching the printing press, and that gets us, the text deal lets us take architecture. It gets us so much closer to scientific theory. That's almost 1,500 free beakers, so I'll definitely go and steal that. And now, well, we're still a ways away from scientific theory. Let's look at the demographics. How far behind on literacy are we? We are 9% behind the tech leader. It could be worse. We're not dangerously behind, but it could also be a lot better. Alright, we'll go and fleet change to Dublin. Newport, Dublin. Oh yes, and I did promise Cameron to look at what capitals were lost or still exist. Victory progress. Right over here. So, France has been spreading himself all over the map. A bunch of cities by Sweden. He's also captured Venice, which I guess isn't actually that far away. Venice is like right over here. Austria controls Poland. Babylon controls Assyria. Unnet has control of Unnet, and Assyria controls Persia's capital. William is plotting. Now it's an 18-turn text deal. We'll probably want to move our spy. Maybe not to London, since we're planning to capture that soon. We could try to steal from America. They have the largest pop city that we've found so far. So let's move you to Washington. Go spy there. And Coliseum's done. We're happy. Let's get to work on... We'll eventually want a lighthouse for the 2 fish. But looks like the granary is going to be more relevant for the 1 wheat tile. And over here, can we capture Nottingham soon? We'll want to save the ship of the line some of this trouble. We'll pull him back to here. Nottingham, or should I take down that trebuchet? Let's take some shots at the trebuchet. Swing down here, we'll kill that longbowman. Might be a dangerous spot to stand while we're slightly weakened. These guys can keep healing, that'll be fine. There'll be enough to take down Nottingham next turn. We'll get into our own territory to heal here. And we'll just wait with the privateer there. Alright, I guess we'll try to play it safer with the London capture then. We won't declare war on Amsterdam until we have London. But we can bring all of these guys in, maybe upgrade another one to frigate status. And then bring all of these guys down to make trouble for Elizabeth. Alright, so testing if being in strategic view helps us with faster turn transitions. Massive effects, Uval07, welcome to the stream. One of our frigates took a lot of damage. The turn transitions might be a little faster. Still slow, but potentially faster. War with China. I do want the rest of the world to go to war with China. They could be doing pretty well on tech. They're certainly leading on score. Now, I don't think Siam... Well, Siam is also doing okay on score. We could get in on this, and just to encourage the world to go to war with China. How's America doing on score? America's not actually doing as well as I would thought, I would think. Maybe they are, probably the Shoshone are boxing them out of all the expansion that they'd want. Alright, well, we want to get both Ethiopia and China into as many wars as possible. In which case, sure, give us 10 turns to prepare. I don't think we're actually going to fight China, but at least this way, we'll draw Siam into a war with China, without having to pay them anything. So what do you think? Is strategic view helping with the turn transitions? Trading open borders, how about you pay me 2 gold per turn? 1 gold per turn, perhaps? Alright, fine. But we'll have to remember to denounce China before we actually get drawn into that war. Galeas cannot cross ocean tiles. They can only cross ocean tiles that are within your cultural borders, but even if you have astronomy tech, they can't cross ocean tiles. We could send a frigate to scout the rest of North America. At this stage, I do sort of have frigates to spare, so I could definitely do that. It does seem like a bit of a waste, but going over to North America would let us meet the other Native American civs and get them into wars with each other, which is going to be pretty important for slowing down the science victory. Alright, so I don't know if that helped with the turn transition time, but maybe the chat can weigh in on whether we should do that the next time around. This guy took a bit of damage. We'll give him naval targeting. We'll give him land targeting, I think. We're starting to get equal on promotions now between land and naval. But let's not worry about that. We're still happy. We'll get this guy down to 0, but we won't do the capture until we've sorted out what else we want to be attacking. Naval targeting. Swing over to here. Is there anyone else to be shooting? There's a ship of the line here, but that would put me within range of London. Now let's pull back. Deal damage there. As for these guys, damage there. This guy can hide over in Dublin, perhaps. Heal up here. Heal here. And that guy will heal once we capture Nottingham. Alright, let's see what else is happening within Elizabeth's territory here. Exploring the North Sea, there is that route that we'd like to pillage. Or plunder. Alright, so here, we've gone back into our own territory, but we still can't enter ocean tiles. That's how that works. And with this frigate, if we are moving on London next, we can send him down over this way. And, well, we're not guaranteed to go to war with the Netherlands. If he asks me about my troops, I'll have to declare war, in which case that'll be fine as well. But let's bring Columbus over. Let's hide him over here. And it looks like it's time to capture the city. Alright, do I want to chop this forest? Sure, let's do that. A little production for Edinburgh. Wait there. Wait there. Costly attack. There's Nottingham. Let's view the city. Lots of population. We've got universities, all sorts of nice buildings. Green puppet. Quite unhappy at the moment. This guy can heal. Leave the Admiral there. Alright, so that's the turn. And I think this is where we're going to have to end episode 14. But we'll roll the turn over. And we'll also do that in strategic mode again, just to see if that does speed things up at all. Cohen Pompion says hello, and it's a hello from the Netherlands, so I'm afraid we are going to have to go to war with your homeland soon. Yeah, Nottingham isn't great. I definitely agree there at games because it doesn't have any luxuries, but it's got population, it's got a university. I think we might be okay hanging on to it. At least we'll hang on to it for the next few turns until we can get the London capture off. Then we'll decide how unhappy we are. Speaking of which, if we are going to go into extreme unhappiness, we'll definitely want to keep the faith around to buy a missionary and convert any of our citizens who get rebellious feelings. Okay, the Ottomans. Do we want to make peace here or have a declaration of friendship with them? Friends are good. We'll be able to get lump sum gold from them if we ever get some spare luxuries online. And trading with... no, we don't want to be going to war with Germany right now. Although Cologne is about to fall, in which case Germany will primarily be landlocked. Let's work together with Arabia. And yes, we should denounce China soon. Especially since we have 2 new friends. That's probably good enough. We'll denounce China, and then we'll cap off the episode. My people are quite unhappy, it's true. It was the recent acquisition of Nottingham that did it. And we will most definitely be attacking London. But that'll have to be in the next episode, which will be live streamed tomorrow at 7:30 AM Eastern Time, or approximately 23 hours from now. Cohen Pompeian is trying to discourage me from attacking his homeland. Netherlands has some secret and hidden atomic bombs, apparently. But we'll cap the episode off here. We'll just quickly go and denounce China before we forget. And we finally got our first range promotion. That's going to be really useful for us on our siege on London. But we won't do that because I really do need to end the stream here. Alright, so we'll denounce China, which I feel really bad doing because she's currently friendly. Denounced by Mongolia. Discuss. Well, maybe we can get someone else to join our denouncement. Who might she not be too happy with? The Songhai are already planning to go to war with her. Maybe Honolulu. Discuss. Shall we make a publicly denounce, stop spying? Alright, so we don't have the option of making joint denouncements. Alright, let's just denounce China right now then, before we forget. Publicly denounce Wu. We've sullied our reputation with such a foolish move. But that is the end of part 14. If you're just joining the series now, feel free to check out episode 1 on YouTube. But that's it for me today. Hopefully I'll see you tomorrow or in the next episode. Bye for now. Primeval, signing off.